When I need godly advice, I go to a godly person, a person that lives out their daily life, their Christian walk. You just see it. Not that they're saying, I'm a godly person, you can tell by their actions. And 3 very godly people that I've gone to for advice throughout my adult life, my married life, were 3 different pastors' wives, 2 serving as my pastor, and 1 who was not serving as a pastor, but was a pastor's wife. And she really helped me through a difficult time. We were having a problem at school that only God could solve, a problem at the school I taught at. And I was also going through a difficult time with my parents. They were both ailing, and it was in their final years. And the stress from that, and she was wonderful because she prayed with me about this problem at school. And we didn't even know how to pray, or I didn't, and she became a prayer partner, and she prayed with me, and only God could work out this problem. And lo and behold, the problem was solved in a way that we couldn't even have imagined. And the Lord was in that all the way. The Lord worked that out, and I'm very glad that she helped me.
I usually go to Lee, my husband, when I need advice. Lee and I have been married 52 years, and he's my best friend. So when I want godly advice, I go to him, because I don't know of any man more godly than he is. And that's the first place I would go for. Before I would go to my other friends, I go to my husband first. He is a wise man, and he's probably the most godly man I know, so that's where I turn first.
A person that I've gone to for counseling many times in my life is Linda. I go to her because she's affirming. I go to her because she loves me. More than that, I go to her because I can trust her to speak to me what God would speak to me if He were speaking to me. She speaks truth. She gives honest counsel. She gives correction if it's necessary. She's faithful to me, and she's welcoming.
I seek godly wisdom from my friends who are godly and for people that are wise and godly. And I also seek wisdom when I pray. And I seek wisdom also through the acts of other people. And I study the Bible, and I seek wisdom through that.
When I need godly advice from someone other than God, besides going to my parents, which would be like the obvious kind of place, they are Christ followers, I go to my actually old choir teacher, who is from my high school, which you wouldn't think, like, oh, like public high school, and you go to your choir teacher. Well, he's one of the most godly people I've ever met. I've known him for all of my 4 years of high school. I got to grow and have him mentor me from freshman to senior year. And he's just the kind of person that wouldn't just teach us the musical notes, but character. And when you went to him for advice, he would not only listen and comfort you like a person that you would go to for advice, but he would comfort you in a way that wasn't just telling you what you wanted to hear. He would tell you what you needed to hear and what God would like tell you to do, as in just be honest and be the voice that was like, if you're doing something wrong, like, this is what you need to do. And this is, you need to pray about it, and you need to do this and this. And not just be that kind of, oh, well, that's too bad, but maybe you should do this. Like, that's where I would go.